Hey everyone, we'll be getting started in just a moment. Sorry for the delay tonight. We had a couple of issues. Just doing a couple of tests and we'll be getting started. Test 1, 2. Test, test, test. Testing. Test 1, 2. Okay, guys, we're gonna get started. Give me 1 second. Alright, we're letting in, so I'm gonna switch over. Alright, and here we go. How is everybody tonight? I hope everybody is doing good. Let me adjust this a little bit. Alright, I'm gonna turn off the game music for just a few moments, so I can talk. We'll get started in just a minute with the gameplay for tonight. So hopefully everyone's doing well. Welcome to the stream. I'm doing okay. I had a pretty busy day. I worked my weekend job a good portion of the day. It's about 8 or 9 hours today. Made good pay though, so it was pretty good. So I can't complain. Anyways, if you're new to this stream, you've never seen me before, welcome. I've been posting a lot more to TikTok, and I just concluded the Twitch link for this Twitch channel on my TikTok earlier today. So, and my TikTok has started to thankfully started taking off. Last couple of videos have been my last couple of stream clip videos have been very popular, and hold on 1 second. Let me. Yeah. If you don't follow me on TikTok, you can. Let me put the link up in here. Or let me put the. I don't have for the link, so. Eventually, I am gonna have like something in this. It's gonna be the space over here, this blank void that you see to the bottom left, right here, where there's like darkness and empty space. There's gonna be a banner down there with links and all kinds of doohickeys and stuff. There'll be links for the Instagram, the TikTok. I do have an Instagram that I just don't use. Like, there's nothing on there might be one video on the Instagram, maybe. I'm gonna start. I've been using my personal Instagram to promote this. I'm probably gonna soon start cross promoting between my normal Instagram, my personal, and start promoting my gaming one. And I'm probably gonna start moving all my gaming shorts and stuff that I share to that one, taking it off my personal one. Once I get that going. But yeah, I do have a TikTok. I'll go ahead and put it on the screen, kind of flash it a little bit off my phone. It's right here. It's at Amano Kurosawa Gaming is the TikTok. Like I said, I've got some videos on there. The last couple, compared to the others, the last couple have took off really well. One is at 13. One from today is at 1,300 views, and then one from yesterday is almost at 1,000. So, pretty happy about that. I'm excited. But yeah, we're gonna keep that going. Hopefully, it keeps becoming more popular. So anyway, tonight's game plan. 7.3. We're gonna do what we can. Try to get as much of that done. There is 10 quests in total. And I believe there's a dungeon and a trial, I believe, also in this patch. There's also the new Alliance raid that I have not done yet. And have not seen anything about besides watching an entire 24-player Alliance raid get wiped out. So that was entertaining to watch. I haven't seen that happen to a Duty Finder Alliance raid group in a long time. But anyway, game plan 7.3. Get as much as we can done. I'm gonna do M4 Prowling Blade again just because I feel like it starting out. So I'm gonna go ahead and queue for that now in case there's a long queue time. And I don't need Raid Finder. Eventually I will start using Raid Finder when I'm ready to start doing Savage M1 M5 to M8. I still gotta watch. I've watched one video on how to do. Excuse me, sorry. Carbonation. I have seen one guide on how to do Dancing Green or M5 on Savage. There's a lot of movement and a lot of like particular placement you have to do to be able to complete it. And there's also a few more attacks in the Savage version than there is in the normal. So we're gonna go ahead and queue up for this. Oh crap, we got 9 minutes. Hopefully it's not gonna take too long. Anyway, I also have a video I wanted to watch tonight that I'm gonna pull it over just because I was interested in this. Because for anyone that knows me, you know I am a big Final Fantasy fan. Very first Final Fantasy game in 2001 was Final Fantasy VII, and I am biased, that is my favorite one of all time. Then probably maybe 2 months after I bought 7, I bought Final Fantasy 8, and then I kind of dual played those for a little bit till I finished 7. Then I continued 8 solely. Before I started playing Final Fantasy 9 and after I finished 8. Anyway, just this title, because I'm not big in the whole speedrun game. I mean, I know speedrunning exists, and I know there's leaderboards and all that kinds of stuff. There's also been cheaters that have done speedruns and have technically cheated. But I want to watch this because I want to see how. I mean, there is telephone polls in Final Fantasy 8. I can tell because I play that game enough to know. But I'm like, how does it make that big of a like? There must have been a speedrun glitch involving them. I guess I don't know. That's gonna be for later. I'm gonna put that back over here because I got 3 monitors and it's on this monitor over here. So leave that over there. Anyway, also another thing while I'm talking about it. Oh god, the queue time just changed to 12 minutes. YouTube streaming. So I am planning to start YouTube streaming in the next week or two, where I will be potentially cross live streaming this game on TikTok and YouTube. I also have a YouTube channel. You can find it at youtube.com/@Amano Kurosawa Gaming. That one also has only, I think, 1 short, and that's it. I think I do have 1 person like subscribed to that YouTube channel. I have no idea who it is. But I do have that set up. Excuse me. Where I've gotten the approval to be able to stream on YouTube. I've also considered streaming on TikTok. I don't know how that'll work. We'll see. I may end up doing that too, so I may end up streaming on 3 platforms, on TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch. We'll have to see how that goes. I know you have to be approved on TikTok to be able to live stream. And I already did that like around a month ago, and they did approve my account, Amano Kurosawa Gaming, to live stream. So we may try that, and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, so I got some pieces moving. I'm gonna start. I do have a plan to download my videos from Twitch, or take my videos, the streams that I've already done on Twitch, this platform that you're in right now. I have secured all those videos, and I'm going to move those videos and also upload them to YouTube under like a video on demand playlist, where in the future all past streams will also be available on YouTube for watching. And as they already are, you can down here you can watch video on demand of any previous streams, even though there's not a lot of them. But we're changing that. We're making moves. We're doing stuff. So I am excited to see, get all this stuff going, see where it goes. So yeah. Anyway, we're still in queue for Howling Blade. Might see if we can go ahead and start. We'll go ahead and start the questing while we're waiting. Bum 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 bum. It's Geode. Every time I hear his name, I wanna call him Geodude. That's the Pokemon. And we just got some spam in the chat. Don't follow the link, please. For some reason, the Streamlabs bot does not get rid of those. I don't know why. All right. Speak with Geode outside the Neon Sign. Man, I can't even find where I'm lost, dude. Okay. Oh yeah, and also I forgot to mention the big. So I teased about a big surprise in my. If you follow my normal personal Instagram. So not everybody's gonna know it, but if you look at, I did do something big today. I completely forgot to mention it. See, I even forgot my own surprise. If you look at my character, you might notice something different about our main character, my character. If you haven't figured it out yet, I will tell you because I can't zoom in enough to get it. But her name has changed. Her name was Miyu Hinata before today, but now it's Chikane Kurosawa. And I will tell you why her name changed. Why I changed my character's name. So this dates back to because originally, well, I will explain it after Howling Blade. But I will say there's a good reason why, and I'm kind of glad I did change it. And I will explain it after this. I just wanted to do this just to do it again. Yes, let's begin. Oh, I can keep up with you, buddy. This song is a banger. Okay, here comes Beck in Moonlight. I always screw this up with the pattern. Okay, I got hit by one, so that's not bad. Terrible. It's been worse. Bum, 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 bum. Boom, 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 boom. Come on, guys. We got DPS this crap. I don't want to do the first half of this fight over again. Please. Good job. I'll eat your biting wind's ass. Woo! I barely made it. Oh, I got hit by one. Shoot. Okay, he's going to do bare fangs again. Then move to the right, avoid the next one. Group stack for tracking tremors. There we go. I got hit by the first one but because I went the wrong way, but I avoided the other two. Or sorry, other three. There's 4 of those attacks, not just 3. And I just wasted a pitch perfect stack too. And he's at 10%. We DPSing him down. And There we go. Yeah. Easy peasy. Yeah, let me give my commendation to one of these healers, Sir Goobler. He sounds like a good person to give a commendation to. E. Okay, we finished that. That was fun. Now on to other things. Let's continue the questing. Ba-na-na-na. Sorry, I was off in my own little world. Shall we get started? I'm gonna say, are you alright, Geode? Are you alright, Geo dude? Me, I'm well enough given the circumstances. It was the Queen's fondest wish that her subjects remain shielded from the horrors of death, and so they were for the longest time. Then the moment mortality once again becomes an unavoidable fact of life, they're greeted with an outbreak of bloody violence. Many are bound to give the endless alternate serious consideration. Indeed, and do not blame them for that. It is only natural that such thoughts should come to mind. What I cannot forgive is the way Calyx wields fear and misery to manipulate people into making the choice. No one, not Calyx, nor anyone else, should dictate how we cope with the specter of death. As one who lived as an Alexandrian, I wish to put... And you think we can handle that responsibility after everything you've seen of us? It is what I've seen that has convinced me you can. I awoke 4 centuries later to find out people living and laughing beneath Alexandria's banner. Though surprised and bewildered, I was overjoyed to see it so. You all deserve to be happy. Well then. We'd best not let you down. Now I suggest we move as a group. We don't know if or when a battle might find us. Oh, I believe someone came prepared for just such an eventuality. Is that the grimoire you retrieved from the old castle? Yes, my parents gifted it to me when I was a child. They were adamant that I should learn to protect the things important to me. Split into 2 groups. Chikane and I will take the east. Oh yeah, my name. I completely forgot to talk about that when I got out of Howling Blade. Sorry. Okay. So anyway, back to my name. Why I changed it. Okay. So I started playing Final Fantasy XIV. I didn't play during the original 1.0 era. But I did start playing like launch day back in of 2.0 or A Realm Reborn back in 2013. I was there the first day. The game constantly crashed. Servers were crashing constantly for like the first day-ish of 2.0. So anyway, when I started this character as an archer in 2.0 back in 2013, I started this character with the name Chikane Kurosawa. That's what I started, and I ran for that as that name for the longest time. I played through 2.0, I played through Heaven's Ward, I played through Stormblood. Then I had started playing Shadowbringers, and I had wanted to start another character. I don't know why. So I renamed this character Miyu Hinata, and then I named that character Chikane Kurosawa, which was I did a level boost on a black mage to get it to level 80. Anyway, I ended up never using the character. The character sat there for 4 years, never touched. So I ended up just actually deleting that character with that had the name Chikane Kurosawa on it earlier today. And I paid for a name change, so I changed this character's name back to Chikane Kurosawa. So basically, this character has her original name when I made her back in 2013 back on her. You know, she's ready to go, so I'm glad to have this name back on this character. So this name will stay on this character going forward. And that will be it. So yeah. Anyway, we're going to talk to Geode over here. Then I got to escort Geode around. He's going to follow me. You're going to follow me, sir? That might not be a good idea. I might lead you into trouble. I seem to have a knack of getting into trouble. I have to talk to the somber citizen. Talk to Mr. Geode for talking to the grieving citizen over here. You want to hear my story? Well, I appreciate you offering a sympathetic ear. There's not much to tell. If you must know, a good friend of mine died when those machines went crazy. His air-wheeler dropped right out of the sky and he didn't survive the crash. Damn fool wasn't wearing a regulator. I know that's not so strange these days, but he never bothered with one. So we got one more person to talk to. That's a quest for something else. I'll come back to that. I'm not gonna get into that right now. Also, once it was done, the regulator displayed the current numbers of the 5,000 slots available. Over 3,800 have already been filled. So if you're hesitant, you're not much time to make your mind up. Mark my words, friend. When there's only a few slots left, it's going to get very ugly. The fights are going to break out over the Neo regulators. The victim of the violence wasn't wearing a regulator. I don't know. Yeah, see if they were wearing regulators. The people who have been dying recently. Because it's weird if they've all been dying because they were the only people not wearing regulators. Yet the ones wearing regulators, no one's been dying. Run super fast. Turbo mode. Casualties equipped with regulators, 0. So out of the 19 casualties, none of them were wearing regulators. But we may have stumbled upon something major here. We should share our findings and keep pursuing this avenue of inquiry. Didn't Krill say to meet them in the plaza just outside of Trueview? Let's get going. Talk to Krill over here. Hold on, I forgot to turn on my ring light. Give me 1 second. There we go. So basically the people that were dying in the casualties from the attacks, none of those people were in regulators. Up. We got a robot going around punching people and other robots. Up. And now it's acting weird. Oh, it's coming after that dude. That reminds me of the AI robot in Japan that was trying to fight somebody. That one of the robots went haywire and it ran after somebody and tried to strangle someone. Let me guess. The guy was the dude that got the dude that's over there. He's not wearing a regulator. Okay, so I apologize. I just found out that the game was not playing sound for a decent chunk. I do apologize. Okay, I do apologize about that, but it's working now, so should be good. So sorry again. Well, thankfully I found out about it now in the first like half-ish hour of the stream. So hold on one second. I'm having to check real quick because now I think there's something wrong with the stream. Give me 1 second. Okay, I think we're good. Sorry, my stream manager, it was okay, that was super weird, but seems okay now, so we'll continue from where we are. I can't figure out how to get. Oh yeah, we have to go all the way around. I forgot. And give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Check 1, 2. Okay, we're still good. Isadora is going to be alright then. I'm glad. I've just finished my administrations here. Our Oblivion comrade was beyond saving, I'm afraid. That brave soul, he gave his life to save another. He died protecting me. I don't understand why any of this is happening. That sentry was behaving normally like any other, then all of a sudden, it tried to kill me. It came as soon as we sent word. I am sorry, by the time we arrived, it was already too late. Then Jihad could be in trouble too. Once we have this radius locked down, we need to find him. But why? Has something happened? Possibly, we're not sure, but he stopped responding to our communications. We need to prioritize securing the residential sector, though, at least until we regain control over the enemies. I agree, since most Oblivion members could have sworn off regulators. If our theory holds true, then they could be prime targets for the next attack. Please do what you can to shepherd the residents to safety, but avoid the sentries at all costs. Our thanks. Here, take these communicators. We've made modifications to them to prevent Calyx from intercepting the signal, and have been using them to coordinate movements with allies in the vicinity. Liekwi has one too, so I'll ask her to keep geode. Good luck and stay safe. Alright. So then we have to survey the location. Hold on 1 second, sorry. Okay. You see no sign of Geode. Waikui's voice crackles forth from the communicator. Geode, Geode, answer me. There is no response. Perhaps you should continue your search further to the east. So now we go to the east. You see no sign of Geode. The neighboring residential radius would be the next logical place to look.
This is the only place left. Let them be safe.
Geode, are you there? Answer me, please!
I'm here. Sorry for the long silence. I've been busy.
Oh, you're alive! Thank the gods! Where are you now?
The radius next door. The lobby is secure. I'll scout the second floor. Then I'll join it.
That the robot just sucked the soul out of that human.
What are you talking
Kill that
about?
human and
What's
suck the
happening?
soul out of it. That's what it looks like anyway.
They're not just collecting souls. They're draining the bodies of corporeal ether.
Or that's what they're doing.
The dust that we saw was all that was left of the victims. They must have modified the soul cells. Shit.
Oh. And he's out of ammo.
Damn you!
There's a way to do it. Throw your heavy ass weapon at them.
You can't be here. You need to run now.
Oh crap! Oh crap! It was a trap.
A trap.
It was a trap. Oh shit. Oh shit, they're gonna catch up on him. Unless he's got a secret plan.
Take care of the others, eh?
Come on, Geode. Show them who's boss. And of course, we don't get to see it.
No sign of him so far. This way, maybe? Geode!
Oh no. They didn't get him, did they? Better not have got him.
a shame. I had hoped to leave here with at least one more cell's worth of ether. But seeing how eager you are to interfere, I shall cut this foray short.
You're not getting out of here.
Calyx. What could you possibly stand to gain from these atrocities?
Ether sufficient to generate 5,000 endless. How would you require it?
How would I?
Until I have the key, the reflections are closed to me. Thus do I make do with the sources at hand. 7% of Alexandria's current population will yield the energy to convert 5,000 into endless. With 11%, operations could continue unabated for 800 years. Our bodies are fated to decay sooner or later. These ones refuse the gift of eternal life, so what difference does it make if I return them to ether now? I will not waste time and resources on meaningless conflict. This unit cannot offer you worthwhile resistance. Instead, I pose a question. Would you hand over the key if I promised to halt my harvest?
Nope. I'm gonna say I will halt your harvest by defeating you.
It was foolish of me to even ask. I return to my work then. There is much to do if I must take the key by force.
Well, hopefully that wasn't geode. Hopefully he's somewhere okay. Hopefully that wasn't him. This pile of dust, these ashes, and the soul cell he left behind, was that his twisted way of returning geode to us? Damn you, Calyx. Damn you and your careless cruelty. He was our friend. Even so, some might say even every death was justified if it meant 5,000 endless can continue their immortal lives. And if a reflection stolen aether allowed for many more endless, why that too would be a noble sacrifice for the greater good. Who could think that? Not I. Certainly not I. We know only too well there is a not noble in this sacrifice. We have to stop him. We have to find Calyx and put an end to this madness as soon as possible. And under no circumstances we can let the key fall into his possession, Chikane. Alright. We should return to the back room. Shell and the others need to know what happened. Yes, I'll ask Wake Neve to lead the way. It's Geode's Aether.
Our dear Geode.
Geode.
The soldiers. If only I'd been able to control them.
This isn't your fault, Gololja. The blame lies with Calix, and with him alone. It's all so senseless. Why force his plans upon us when we're already happy, living our lives? What does he even think life is? I'll never forgive Calix for doing this. Or myself for being powerless to stop him. Or myself for...
Wait, where are you going?
To clear my head. Don't worry, I won't do anything stupid.
Stay here and get some rest. I'll make sure nostalgia stays out of trouble.
Thank you.
Things would have been far worse if you and Geode hadn't rushed in there. Many people are still alive because of you. And after adding what you discovered to the leads we've dug up, I'm hopeful we can determine where Calix is hiding. But not right now.
There's got to be a way to get Geode back to normal, get him
We
out
need
of there,
time before we can
get him
move
back to
on.
normal.
Just a little time.
Oh, Geode.
Apologies, my mind was elsewhere. No need to press on with the hunt for Calix, but I can't seem to focus. I should be better than this, I know. Is there anything I can do? You can't help yourself, can you? Still, I appreciate the concern. Kalachikua used to say the best thing to do with grief was to let it run. So I think I'll take myself over to Earth and Sky and say my goodbyes to Geode. Why don't you come along? I could use someone to blubber to if you're a shoulder to spare. Right then, let's get out of Everkeep for a bit. It's a fair trek on foot, so I've arranged for a couple of air-wheelers. They've had their communication modules removed, so even Calyx shouldn't be able to see his control of them. Say the word and we'll set off. Yep, let's go. Sometimes Geode would come along too, and we'd end up racing. Does it surprise you? Our friendship always had a competitive edge. We would often talk about how one day we might fly our wheelers outside of the home. Almost there. Be sure the ground is clear before you touch down. That helped clear my head a touch. As far as I remember, at least, the memories from my regulator days aren't exactly reliable. Come on, let's head inside. Hopefully the way will be clear of pests today. Oh, we got some intruders. We got some monsters. Kill these things off real quick. Bum, bum, bum.
Whenever we lost a comrade, the three of us would come back here to reminisce. Me, Geode, and Kafkiwa. Will you raise a glass? Will you raise a glass?
Yep, to Geode's memory.
Oh,
What are the two of you doing here?
I had a feeling you'd show up. Would you like to join us?
suppose I could spare a moment. They tell us Oblivion's founders disappeared some decades ago under mysterious circumstances. And it was Kafkiwa who revived our organization. You and Geode helped her with that, didn't you? Tell us more about it. You're keen to know too, right? What they were like back then. The mad things they got up to. That sort of thing.
Those were the days. It was actually right before the Reformation that I met Geode. I still wore a regulator then. I'd recently lost someone close to me. And also quit a long stint as an adapter to work at a bar of all places. It paid me to sit with patrons and keep them company. So Geode came in one night. It wasn't long before we got into an argument. First-time customer, but tempers flared. And then one of us threw a punch.
You got into a fist fight? What were you even arguing about?
Damned if I know. We were deep in our cups. I think we were both just frustrated and angry.
You both might have also been drunk. It was if it was a bar, just saying.
By the end of it, we were both sprawled out in the street. Pair of drunken fools. Then this odd machine stopped to lecture us, scolding us for obstructing the foot traffic and not taking better care of ourselves.
I can't imagine you ever being in such a sorry state. The odd machine. That was Kafkiwa, I take it.
That it was. Once she was done upbraiding us for our unseemly behavior, she launched into a recruitment pitch. Kafkiwa explained that she wanted to protect the outside world from Zoralja's invasion, to keep him from bringing ruin to the place her beloved son lived. And if we were so intent on self-destruction, then perhaps we might consider risking our hides for a just cause. It was a lot to take in. I hadn't given much thought to what lay beyond the barrier, and learning that Kafkiwa herself was already dead was enough to make my head spin. But Geode and I were intrigued by her ideas, and wanted to see this future of hers come to pass.
Geode often spoke of it. He told me that meeting Kafkiwa was what first taught him the value of remembering people.
Like he was sharing a holy revelation.
Oh, but back then you hadn't yet taken on Oblivion's name, had you?
Is that so? I just assumed.
It hadn't been Kafkiwa's intention to carry on Oblivion's legacy, nor adopt the cause your parents championed. Not initially, at least. She wasn't even aware such an organized resistance existed. She did, however, suspect the presence of other dissidents, those who objected to resurrecting the memories of the dead in defiance of the natural order. In the hopes of identifying like-minded comrades, we began searching the core system for traces of unauthorized access. And that's how we found it. An anomalous sector in the back of the Neon Stein. According to Melancholy, the door to that mystery had remained firmly shut since she took over the business.
The back room.
The back room. We forced our way in, only to discover that the hideout had long been abandoned. Although the occupants were gone, the equipment they'd left behind contained records of a group calling itself Oblivion. After reading through their exploits and their vision for the future, we made the decision to carry on their work.
Thus were my parents' and Kafkiwa's hopes bound together.
And carried onward by Shale and Geode.
We could never have made it this far on our own, of course. Not without the strength of arms you and your friends provided. Losing comrades is a hard thing, but being here, thinking back on the moments we shared, I can see their smiles, hear their laughter. I feel their presence, and I know they're still with us. But these memories of mine are for me alone. Reminders of why I chose to do this, and why I'll stay the course. Right. Time we got back to work. Thank you, everyone.
No, it's me who should be thanking you. Though the pain is still deep, I don't feel like I'm drowning in it anymore. Let's get out there and put a stop to Calyx. For you, for me, and for everyone who's ever believed in Oblivion.
All right. That was a long bit of talk. But we got to learn about the past between Shale and Geode and how they met. I appreciate this, and not only the grief, you've helped me see that my comrades mean even more to me than I realized. I'll be spending every waking moment working to bring Calyx to account for his crimes. I'll do my part, then you do yours. Oblivion needs you. Oblivion has been added to the Unending Codex. Gigani, is that you? Apologies for calling suddenly. I've been making the rounds in the outskirts and I cannot help but feel as though something is amiss. I'm gonna ask you to join me. Your perspective would be most appreciated. They can wait until you've finished attending the Shell, of course. It seems your plans have been decided for you. Go on. I have others to speak with before I return to the back room. Gotta go back to the outskirts to talk to Sphene. Let's see. here. Then we'll go to Sphene and see what she needs. As I mentioned, I would benefit from your worldly experience. Perhaps it is my imagination, but the townspeople appear to be acting oddly, that is, even considering the current state of affairs. As I am yet familiar with the outskirts, I thought you might be better equipped to judge if their behavior is unusual or not. Would you speak with them and see what you think? Though I hope to be proven wrong, I feel something is not right here. Let's see. You're not wearing a regulator. Don't you know the end is coming? Well, it's your life to lose. Me, I got myself one of those Neo regulators and registered a little while ago. As soon as I did, a display appeared showed the number of registered users. Right now it's sitting at 4,168. The upper limit was 5,000, wasn't it? Seems the total shot up right after those machine malfunctions. It's only a matter of time before everyone's registered. I pity those who weren't chosen, but I'm going to be an endless. I'm going to evolve and live happily ever after. Oh, please tell me you bought more Neo regulators officially. They've all been handed out already, but I've heard rumors that there were only a few left over. Surely the government still has some, or perhaps Queen Sphene. I may not look it, but I was a hunter once. Back then, I hardly gave death a second thought. But now that I know the truth, that's all I can think about. There has to be a way to hold on. There has to. Greetings. I remember when you visited with Queen Sphene. Come to check on our well-being, have you? Without knowing if or when our machinery might turn murderous, the specter of death is ever present. People are terrified, and the clamor for Neo regulators has reached a fever pitch. I personally was fortunate to have claimed the new device early on, and have long since completed the registration. Death has no hold over me now. Now I must begin my prayers. The darkness draws closer, grows deeper, and we must cast it out. Tensions are running high. Yes, that is exactly it. The people are overwhelmed by certainty and fear, and with each new registration, that fear inside them grows more insistent. How long until it drives up to a full-blown panic? Shikani, can you come to resolution? We have a problem. I'm right here with Lamachi and Alpha Nod. It sounds like she wants us there to hurry. We should go. Why is the Meso terminal lit up?
What's happened?
We shut that thing down.
Sorry to drag you out here, but I thought it best you see for yourself.
Don't tell me they found a way to turn it back on.
Death is your constant companion. Though you toil with diligence, death may come ere your reward is bestowed. Though your grand works be poised for completion, death may come ere you wake the following morn. Though you enjoy a life of peace and good fortune, death needs but one instant to claim you. Your bodies are weak. Your heart, your brain, every fragile organ rolls the dice from moment to moment. Sheer chance deciding if they function or fail.
They're trying to spread fear.
Be you stoic or generous or righteous, no virtues tip the scales in that fatal reckoning. The choice is made without reason. The end is cloaked in terror. That is what it means to die.
The announcement began after we finished our meeting with Gossen. As for its source, well...
Calyx.
Obviously.
There is no shame in being afraid. It is that very fear which will drive you to conquer death. Let us set a new course for mankind. Let us preserve our existence unto perpetuity.
How about no?
Hope for it, wish for it, pray for it. We will become endless. With evolution's brilliance, will we banish the ever-present darkness of mortality.
Change isn't easy. No one ever wants to take the first step. But this is the right path for us. What other way could there be? I'm gonna do it. I'm going to register.
Val Wuklemat! You couldn't have come at a better time. Please, you have to let us move to Tuliyalal.
It's too dangerous to stay here. Who knows when the next century will turn on us? Even if we wanted to become endless, there are no more neo-regulators to be had. Fleeing is our only option.
If the solution was as simple as leaving, then we'd all have left already. Did you not hear the announcement? For the living, death is a foregone conclusion. No matter where we go, or who we shelter with, we won't get another chance like this to overcome our fate.
Easy for you to say when you have that regulator.
The Landscar are on their way as we speak, and arrangements have been made to see that you all will be safely evacuated. Tulishola will aid you in whatever way we can. So please, remain calm.
I want to help Alexandria. I want to save its people. But what can I do? I am not their queen.
Yeah, you are. Just gotta be stronger, and hopefully we're gonna kick Calix's butt. I think if we stop him, this will all stop, maybe. Calix has access to the core system, which means that if he chose to do so, he could deploy the soldiers beyond the barrier. Even if our people learn to live with death and decide to leave the dome behind, they will not be beyond his reach. Yet if it serves to allay their fears even a little, I beg you, Uk-Lamont, please let them shelter until Yalal. We will welcome any and all who want to come. We've already begun evacuations, and we'll be able to pick up the pace once the Lance Guard arrives. Yalal would gladly welcome every last Alexandrian with open arms. But what of the nation the late queen was so desperate to preserve? What of that bright haven of peace and laughter? Uk-Lamont. I won't stand here and let her legacy be sold any further. I will protect Alexandria. That was the promise I made her at the end. But she betrayed you, did she not? Why do you feel this obligation? I saw myself in her, I suppose. We both felt the people's joy as our own, yet alone we lacked the strength to protect them. There is so much I love in this world, too much for me to take in my arms and keep safe, and that made me afraid. I needed someone who shared that love and fear, so together we could do what we couldn't by ourselves. Or maybe it's simpler than that. Maybe I just wish that we could have been friends. So when she turned to me in our final hour, desperate to safeguard Alexandria's future, I swore that I would see it done. In the end, I think you both found the friend you needed. I would be yours as well, Sphene. Whenever you fail or struggle to rise, I'll come ring to the rescue, and you do the same for me. That's how we'll protect the things we love. That's how we'll protect Alexandria. You're right, you're right. I'm just gonna be silent. Right, we got a bit sidetracked there. We should probably be on our way. Do we patrol or see if Shield needs a hand? There you all are. Galulja. Galulja. Oh, splendid. We were afraid we'd miss you. Alice and the others said you were here. Good news, Chikane. We finally found a clink in Calix's armor. We discovered laboratories on Everkeep's 10th level that once housed a preservation initiative. Containment Complex 10-29 it's called, and it's been falsely registered as a distribution center. In reality, it hasn't recorded any traffic in decades. We don't think this is where Calix is hiding as such, but it may well contain clues that will point us in the right direction. I'm sorry it took so long just to get this far. If you're interested, what do you say we all go and check it out together? Thank you for all your hard work. This is a huge step forward. Heh, and up. Need to take the lift to get to the complex. I've cleared this expedition with the relevant authorities and have one of our people waiting to operate said lift. Let's not keep her waiting. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna take a break for just a quick moment. Be back in just a minute. Okay, I'm back. I had to bring a charger too. My phone is almost about to die. Let me get these headphones back on. Alright, we're ready to keep going. Ready to keep on going. Okay. Let me flip this back over. Alright, we're ready to keep going. So quick little break and get refreshed. I'm ready to go for hopefully the rest of the night. I'm gonna speak to the left attendant again. That sounds a lot louder on stream than I thought it would. Oh, we're using a different elevator this time. The 10th level. Sure.
So this is one of Preservation's laboratories.
It's so dark, I can barely see.
Just a moment. If I can reroute the power to the circuit.
You got the lights working!
I love whenever Galul Jaw does that little dance where he puts his arms up, he just does his little hop. That's cute.
Smell how stale the air is. This room hasn't been in use for many years.
It was thanks to Kryl and Galulja that we managed to locate this place.
You may remember that my earring contained the control code for the gate to the Golden City. As it was Preservation that constructed the portal, we reasoned that the code to operate it might include a signature of some sort, unique to their organization.
So I took a closer look, and a line-by-line examination yielded a string of symbols identifying the code's author. We then began accessing the nodes for every door in Everkeep, seeking out control codes which contained those same symbols. After a grueling search, we finally discovered our prize behind door number 1860, the entrance to the facility in which we now stand. I'd probably still be at it if Galulja hadn't been around to assist me.
I took breaks,
But Shale never stopped working. Not even once.
Yeah, Shale's a treasure. We're gonna go with that.
I can contribute precious little else, I'm afraid, but I appreciate your kind words. In any case, this next part will require your helping hands.
We need to spread out and search for something that may lead us to Calyx.
We're more than happy to help, of course. But I wonder, won't he realize we've found this place?
It's highly likely, and personally I hope he does.
But if he does find us, it's just gonna make it harder for us. You all know and I've learned of a certain device that should help us do just that. I'll explain how as we proceed, but according to the information I was able to dredge up, the device in question should have been installed in the director's office. Now, as far as where that might be, yes, this map matches my data. This room we're in is the Researchers' Commons, located on the western side of the complex. The director's office is to the northeast of here. So we should cut across this circular chamber in the middle, yes. Yes, we should, but unfortunately for us, the interior door is locked. We'll need a security key with the appropriate clearance to open it. Judging by the mechanism, it'll probably be a card of some kind. Can't you know, work some electro magic? I'll try my best, but this type of lock is well before my time. It may take a while to crack it. In case I can't, you might want to look around and see if anyone left a security card behind. Considering the state of this place, it does seem like they abandoned it in some haste. I shouldn't be surprised if we found one. Very well, let's get to searching, shall we? I expect we'll have the most luck looking where the researchers kept their personal belongings. You may begin searching containment complex 1029. Close cooperation will be necessary to overcome the obstacles barring your path forward. Helpful hints will appear in a different color. Pay close attention to the information provided by your comrades should you find yourself unable to proceed. Alrighty, let's get started. A few documents sitting on a tidy stack atop the desk. You find no security cards hidden among them. This small shelving unit holds some office supplies and little else of note. Okay, check the desk drawers. This appears to be the only desk with the drawers already open. You can tell at a glance that the desk's former owner has left some things behind. Rifle through the half-open desk drawers. Yes. You discover a card-shaped object. The electrode surface is marked with a bold level 1. Okay, that'll be what we're looking for. Try it on the door and see if it opens. Go to the scanning device. You hold the card-shaped object up to the scanner. And a good thing too. I'm curious though, why would they abandon a facility like this? Let's continue onwards. The door to the director's office is across the central hub. Try the card again. You hold the level 1 security card up, and the scanner beeps in disapproval. No good. Maybe we need a different card. Yes, the scanner's demanding a level 3 security clearance to open the lock. As much as it like chafes me, we'll have to comb through the nearby rooms and hopefully someone will cross the card we need. Let's start our search in the proto lab. That door is already open at least. Okay. We'll go this way. Yeah, we're gonna have to talk to my friends to get the combination. Hey. Forensic candidate 201930 to be considered for procedure review. Experiment 158, maximum value of 11509 recorded. I wonder if that code is 11509. Let's go try it. That was it. Locker pops open. Inside you discover a level 2 security card. So we stepped up a little bit. We just kept journals and their data sheets. The writer was really happy about this. You can tell how much they admired Calix and his work. Right, let's move this investigation to another room. Well, we have the Deutero lab and the maintenance facilities left to search. Both are accessed via the southeast corridor. Alright. Use the level 2 security card at the scanning device for the Deterro lab and facilities. Let's start with the lab. None at all. It's possible the inner supply for this room is on a separate conduit, which means there should be a contingency for opening the door. Look here, there's a sign above the card scanner. In case of emergency, backup power can be rerouted from facilities. The facilities room is down the other branch of this corridor. Let's see about getting the power restored to the Deterro lab, shall we? Engaging power supply. According to this error code reference, if the power supply has been interrupted for an extended period of time, then we need to reconfigure both the emergency generator and the circuit control panels. Shale, that's the emergency generator over there, isn't it? Yes, and by the looks of it, it's the same model as the one used in Heritage Found. But how does it send power to the other lab? Oh, I see. The energy cable attached to the base of this terminal leads down the hall directly to the Deterro lab, which means we need a way to connect the generator to that cable. What about these patterns on the floor? Could this be a circuit we need to recognize? I believe you have the right of it. Using the control panels to set on each of the tiles, we create an unbroken path for the power to follow. Indeed, if you look around for any written procedures, I'll keep digging through the terminal's directories. Might also ask someone to operate the generator. I can do it. I've used that type of machine before. Then would you be willing to try and reconfigure the current path, Chikane? The rest of us can help by supplying Chikane with whatever information might be found on the circuitry configuration. Let's see. Examine the control panels and reconfigure the circuit path. Tile pattern will you set? Let's see. No, it's not the diamond. Okay, that didn't help much. Let's see. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, I'm having a hard time with this right now. Yeah, I didn't mean to change it to that. Let's see. Let me see if there's another way to. Okay, we're gonna try this again. Oops. Sorry. Okay. Okay. Well, we're gonna go ahead and stop this stream slightly early tonight. I'm gonna try to pick back up here tomorrow night, only because I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting tired. So, but we are halfway through the 7.3. We're on the quest 5 of the 10, so we don't have too much more to go. So, like I said, we'll cut it off here. I'm gonna try to pick it up tomorrow evening. We'll continue from here. Try to finish 7.3 tomorrow night. If not, then either Tuesday or Wednesday this week we'll do our weekday stream, and we'll also continue from here. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it here, and you guys have a great evening. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you all either tomorrow night. Remember, check TikTok, and if you're following the channel and the stream, you should get a notification from Twitch as well. So, y'all have a good one. Good night. Bye bye.